Hey, what is up, YouTube? What is up, Christianology family? So we have a video on why do men find it difficult to marry a woman with a child. So we're just gonna break it down. It's an Instagram post, but we're gonna just read the comments and listen to what people have to say about this topic. I have quite a few things to say about this topic. I've never dated a person with a child, but I've been with a person that has a child, but that's all I gotta say about that. So let's just get straight to it and see the point of view men are coming from. All right, let's get straight to it. If you enjoyed the video, kindly hit the subscribe button and let's get straight to it. Okay. So this is the post right here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but okay, I think y'all can see it. Okay. It says, why do men find it difficult to marry a woman with a child when a woman has no issue marrying a man with a kid? Okay, so this is some of the comments. This is what people are saying. As a provider, you can, let me slow down. Let me slow down here, right? As a provider, you carry the burden of the financial responsibility of not just you and her, but another kids. That's what he said. Okay. A woman don't have a fact that a woman doesn't have to factor that in. People can type, so I have to like paraphrase sometimes. So look, someone wrote a whole paragraph. Problems with dating a single mom. Most mothers think it is best to put their kids before everyone else. For a marriage to survive, the spouse has to be number one and the kids are number two. I don't see most single moms being willing to have their priorities right. Two, stepfathers have responsibilities for their stepchildren, but zero authority over their stepchildren, especially regarding discipline. Some single moms want a dad so much for their kids they will settle on a good guy they actually they they don't actually love. Okay. If the poor guy doesn't see that, the marriage is doomed because no marriage can survive without love, which is true. Getting splashed in and walking around with the evidence is absurd. Asking the next man to protect slash provide for slash take care of it without giving the utmost respect and submission is blasphemy. Haram. Why do women have a problem with marrying the man who got them pregnant? Which I'm saying, go marry the baby daddy. You thought he was good enough for you to open your legs wide and let him do whatever he needed to do inside of you. I don't think you should have a choice anymore. Like, if he cheats, you guys have to work it out. You have to work it out, or just don't date ever. Or just don't date ever, or just date someone who already has a child. You can't leave your baby daddy and then go out there and try to find a man that is childless and is also on his grind. You're just gonna be a burden. Unfortunately, that's how it is. That's how life is. Don't speak for childless me. I feel like I don't want a man with kids. Yeah, that's great. You shouldn't date a man who has kids, especially if you want to start a family and have your own kids and just have your own kids and you don't have to deal with nobody else's issues, no baby mama drama. So men aren't nurturers. It is the woman's genetic makeup to want to give love to children. Not all, but most. When a woman has a kid, the kid is a constant reminder of someone dominating their woman and still tied to their woman's emotion in some form or fashion, good or bad, which will always complicate things in some form of fashion. FYI, most male species in the wild will kill the woman's children before starting his own family, so be grateful. Which is crazy, bro. How can you compare the wild with human beings, bro? Come on, stop it. Because we have more options than y'all, which is true. Single men have more options than baby mama. It is what it is. If the man you with won't marry you because you have a child, just say that. Happy Mother's Day. That's me with no children begs to differ. Because women aren't expected to be providers, even if a man has 5+ children, no woman he dates is socially expected to put food in their mouths. Because a lot of men don't have the kids 24/7, not much of a burden. Okay. Uh, DJ Preem. Cause most men single with no kids, so why the F would we do that? Okay. As a provider, you carry the burden of the financial responsibility. It's mostly provider is what I'm seeing. Okay, yeah, it's mostly provider that I'm seeing. Men are expected to be the head of the household and provide, especially financially. Some men don't want the financial responsibility of a child that isn't biologically their own. That's their choice. Comes down to preference. I know plenty of stepfathers, but they also already had kids. I wouldn't want a woman with kids if, as a man, I didn't have any. Which is true, man. Don't date no baby mama. Women are more accepting the end because a lot of men don't have kids. Because men are men and women are women. Not today, please. It's Mother's Day. Let single mothers rest. Why do we care? If he has a problem, he isn't for you. Next. True. He isn't for you. If he doesn't want to take care of your kids, he's not for you. Go find someone else. Yeah. So the gist of it is that most men don't want to take care of someone's responsibility. Like, I don't want to be having to spend $1,000+ a month on a kid that's not mine. And I also have my kids too. It's not feasible. And honestly, yeah, I wouldn't date nobody with a child because I don't have a child. I don't have a child, so I wouldn't date nobody with a child. It doesn't make sense. I'd rather want to start my own family and then have it rock out like that. Because when I come into the relationship, she doesn't have a child, I don't have a child. We bond with our first child and so on. I don't have to now try to build a relationship with someone else's child, which is not, I don't think you should even do. Why are you trying to build a relationship with someone that's not yours? Child is not yours. I don't think you should try to build a relationship. Unless, I think it's different if the father died. If the father died, you don't have to deal with that. It's just the kid and the mom. That's it. But if the father is still alive and the father is still present and active in the child's life, it's just an issue that's waiting to happen. Like, the kid comes home to him with a mark because you had to discipline him because he said something crazy to you. But the father of the biological father is mad that you put hands on his child because the child was being disrespectful. But this is my house. The child is my house, and I'm not gonna allow any child to disrespect me. You see the issue right there? That's something you don't want to deal with. Something you don't want to deal with, man. I've seen it. I've seen it. My ex had a stepdad. My ex had a stepmom. So yeah, a stepdad, and they were both married, right? So yeah, I understand it. And she kind of disrespected. She disrespected the stepmom and the stepdads, because a child wants their biological parents to be together. If they're not, they kind of have some resentment, and so there was no respect. She didn't respect the stepmom. She didn't respect the stepdad. I don't know what happened. For the time I was with her, that's what I saw, and I always spoke out about it, and she always got mad. So I just stayed away from her. I was like, you should try to relax, man. Like, don't be talking bad to your stepdad like that. Relax. Or your stepmom. Like, but she didn't want to hear it, man. So I just left it alone. That's not my issue. She has to deal with that. So just be a good parent. Don't get a woman pregnant if you don't want to be with her. Don't do it. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a waste of time. But that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, kindly hit that subscribe button and like and comment. All right, I appreciate you guys. See you guys on the next one. Peace.